President Trump is not having a fun time. Following his defeat in the election, his advisors have said that he's basically depressed, moody, and has given up. This is according to a report in the New York Times, which cited conversations with several of his advisors, saying that he was moody, sometimes depressed, and barely showing up to work. To which I ask, where's the difference than normal? I'm just saying. But okay, nonetheless. This comes from an article published on Saturday by Peter Baker. So now, this is interesting. I want to read what he wrote. Baker writes that Trump's final days in office are peppered with angry tweets and a fixation on rewarding friends. All the stuff we've already noticed. Purging the disloyal and punishing a growing list of perceived enemies that now includes Republican governors, his own attorney general, and Fox News. Who knew that it would end like this? Oh, right. All of us. Now, there are, by the way, reports where William Barr is considering resigning. And we've all seen the attacks on the governors and attorney generals in the states that decided to certify their election results, which is all of them. Michigan, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Georgia, all the places that he challenged and lost. And so he, of course, flips out. Now, the one section of Baker's article that got some attention is where he was compared to a Shakespearean character, which is funny because I doubt Donald Trump even knows what that is or has read any of it. So let me read this, right? At times, Mr. Trump's railing against his outbursts seemed like a story straight out of William Shakespeare. Part tragedy, part farce, I would say all farce, full of sound and fury. Is Mr. Trump a modern-day Julius Caesar? Forsaken by even some of his closest courtiers? Or King Richard III? Let me just say that this is so unbelievably New York Times. Oh my God, a Shakespearean character. Not that there's anything wrong with that. That's actually kind of cool that they're making the comparison, but it is kind of, you know what I mean. Anyway, King Richard III, who wars with the nobility until being toppled by Henry VII, King Lear, railing against those who do not love and appreciate him sufficiently. How sharper than a serpent's tooth it is to have a thankless electorate. No, let me tell you what Trump is. He's the Mad Emperor with no clothes, with a little bit of Joffrey mixed in. And the reason I say that is because there's another article that came out in the Huffington Post, and it shows that in his final days, Donald Trump has stepped up federal executions. So from the article, quote, the federal government has executed 8 people, with 5 more people scheduled to die before President Trump leaves office. Since it reinstated capital punishment at the federal level this summer, the Trump administration has killed more death row prisoners than the U.S. government has done in the last 5 decades combined. Compared that, of course, to the states, which, because of the risks of coronavirus, and obviously not to the prisoners, but the prisoners understand that people in prison have been getting coronavirus at incredibly high levels because it's prison, closed space, etc. And of course, people not caring about the lives of people who are in prison. And so, but as a result of coronavirus and those safety concerns to the staff, yes, that's where their priorities are lying. They decided to suspend executions. But the federal government's like, nope, executions, let's do it. Now, you guys know me. I am anti-death penalty for many, many reasons, right? Both personal and, more importantly, based on evidence. There's just no evidence to show that the death penalty is sufficiently a deterrent. I think we can see that already. And more often than not, it gets to wrong people, unfortunately. And so we see that. But this is especially, being against the death penalty is one thing, but seeing this it is really appalling to see that the last of the administration, of the Trump administration, is going to be bloody, literally. And it's just, I don't know. It just feels like they're like, step it up. Let's kill as many people as we can before Trump has to go. I mean, come on. And this isn't the only way that the administration is going out bloody. 282,000 people have died in this country as a result of coronavirus. And we're not done. We're not done. We're in the middle of a massive spike. It's going to get worse. It's going to get more bloody. So I guess, excuse me if I don't feel all that sad for Donald Trump feeling depressed. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, Donnie. Do you have a sad? Are you feeling a little down? Well, that's okay. You're just going to go and kill people on death row. Make you feel better. What a horrible person. Terrible. Baby, pathetic loser. Look, there are important things, right? We got 20 million people that are about to lose their lifeline with unemployment benefits that are running out. Thanks to Mitch McConnell, thanks to Congress, and the weak, feckless Democratic Party, who now says, oh no, you know what? We're okay with a $908 billion package that gives no stimulus checks and barely any unemployment benefits and corporate liability. We're totally cool with all that. And I guess we were just going to wait. I mean, yes, we had a deal earlier that we could have possibly made with Donald Trump that would have given $1.8 trillion. And that was their compromise. Now we're going to do a compromise, which is even closer to the Republican position now that we've won. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But nonetheless, you have a country that is in deep trouble. And yet you've got Donald Trump feeling so sad and depressed, not because of any of that, not because the country that he swore to defend and to promote the general welfare of and to serve, but because that country has rejected him on a personal level, rejected him on an electoral and political level, which to him is the same thing. And so he just doesn't care anymore. Fuck it. Don't give a shit. I'm not even going to go out and pretend to do that. I'm just going to sit here sad, barricaded in my little bunker. What a baby. Baby. We need actual help. And this shows you exactly who he is. Okay? We got homeboys tweeting about an election that he lost fair and square. And that's the only thing he cares about. He's a sociopath. And the only person that he's ever felt sorry for is himself. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and share with your friends. You can subscribe and help out the channel by becoming a patron. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Or you can become a channel member as well by hitting the join button below.